It's January in Arizona and our daily average temperature is about 68 degrees.
For us desert dwellers, it's cold.
Yeah, we can't change it, so we might as well enjoy it. We're celebrating all things frosty today on
Su Vida Especial. Hey everybody, welcome to Su Vida Especial. I'm JR Cardenas, and bundle up Arizona. It's gonna be in the low 70s today, tomorrow, and the next day.
Brr, I'm Vanessa, and I don't know how we're gonna live like this, JR.
Okay, so we're overreacting. People would kill to have this weather. Believe it or not, here in the Valley of the Sun, this is an Arizona winter.
Well, you can hide from it or you can celebrate it just like we're doing. So let's talk ice hockey, a cold weather sport that's been gaining popularity in Arizona since the Coyotes came to town 25 years ago.
Interest in playing hockey is on the rise, and just like any other sport, practice makes perfect. That's where the Mill Training Warehouse comes into play. Take a look.
We are the only dedicated hockey training facility in Arizona and the only facility that utilizes synthetic ice. When you're skating on synthetic ice, you actually work harder. It's great for training. It builds up your muscles. It forces you to skate true, where ice is a little bit more forgiving and you can glide and be lazy. You can't do that as much as synthetic ice, so it's a great training tool here. We cater to every hockey player in the Valley. As long as you've played hockey, you can come in here and get better. So we have kids, like I said, as young as 5. We have kids as old as 18. We have professional NHL players and players that play in the European leagues that come down here and train with us. We have a couple of different options. So you can do on ice, private lessons, which is one-on-one, small group lessons capped at like 8 kids to kind of get a team environment. We do team training, the self-guided workouts, so you can just come in and use our facility. Today's new age with COVID and everything, we do online training options, and really anything you're looking for.
We really see that in a short time we've really added a lot of value to hockey in the Valley. We have tons of kids from all the different programs, all the different rinks here skating with us. And we just see them every week in, week out, their game and their play and their skills rise. So we truly think the sky's the limit for us. What we typically try to do is touch on all the basic skills every session that kids are here. Skating, shooting, stick handling, passing. Those are kind of our big 4. Whenever kids come in here, we want to make sure we're touching all those skills that are necessities for the game. So that's a basic kind of setup for us. We want to make sure that the fundamentals are really showing through for those kids.
So Jared and I were talking one day about some of the gaps that are here in the Arizona youth hockey market. As a coach, he wasn't always able to get ice time that he needed. Ice time is very expensive here in Arizona, as you can imagine. Freezing ice is very expensive in the desert. So he wasn't always able to get the ice time that he needed. Kids weren't always able to get on the ice as much as they wanted to skate. So we figured if we open a facility where they can come, where they can skate more, it's open to everybody, all ages, boys, girls, everybody can come and train here. That would really serve the community really well. So we were kind of talking about how we're gonna make this work and threw together the idea of a unaffiliated training warehouse where everybody can come and train with us. And we have both on ice and off ice. You can go online, you can give us a call, you can shoot us a text. So you always have a friendly face if you give us a call. I'll be happy to answer all your questions.
Hey, we've done shows in the ice before. Remember our curling show?
Oh yeah, we really took to that sport. There.
All right, yeah, okay.
Let go.
Oh, I'm ready to go for the gold.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, I think I prefer synthetic ice.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. You would never tell that this isn't real ice. It's cool, huh? All right, when we come back from the break, we're gonna show you the difference between ice cream and gelato. Yum.
2 of my favorite cold treats. Stick around because when we come back, Su Vida Especial has more over the ice.
Do it.
Fire in the hole!
Touchdown!
Enjoy local stories from your community in the form of videos, articles, podcasts, live streams, and more. Find it all only at Yurview.com. For more great videos of life up close, visit Yurview.com.
Su Vida is brought to you by Chicanos por la Causa. Join the cause for change.
Hey, welcome back to Su Vida Especial. Today we're celebrating all things cold, and we're hanging out at the Mill Hockey Training Warehouse in Tempe, where hockey fans of all ages can work on their game on and off the ice.
That's right, Vanessa. Like any sport, strength training and conditioning translates to success, and that aspect of the sport is not overlooked here at the Mill. In fact, it just might be as important as what you do on the ice.
And we can't forget the importance of a healthy diet, or as we like to say, all things in moderation, right?
Moderation, right. But when you burn calories the way us hockey players do, a little bit of indulging is okay. And if you want to indulge, a trip to Neveria Chayos is where you need to go.
Yum, cold and delicious. Check it out.
Remember that piña loca?
Oh my gosh, remember everything in there? I just wanted to eat everything.
You did
off
eat
the
everything.
menu.
You ate everything.
Abrimos el primer negocio de chayos. Sí, estoy hablando como en el 2013. De ahí ha comenzado esto de los chayos. Con la ayuda de mi familia, de mis hijos y pues con la ayuda de todo el equipo de mi gente que está trabajando con nosotros. Estamos poniendo para adelante esto. Este lugar es una tienda nueva que acaba de abrirse y aquí son antojitos. En este lugar ya vendemos comida también. Tenemos la comida sureña, lo que es el mole, el guisado. Tenemos variedad de comida también. En este local metimos, aparte de la comida isha, es asiática. Todo lo que vendemos es todo fresco, se prepara al instante. Tenemos todo lo que es como desde los tostilocos, tenemos las sandías locas. Hay muchas cosas que nosotros iniciamos poniéndolo también, ricas chayadas, mangotones, los raspados de frutas naturales, 100%. Tenemos lo que es el gamachón, es un pepino preparado, se le pone como cacahuates con chamoy. Tenemos lo que es los chetos, los tostitos, si ve, todo tiene etiqueta mexicana. Estamos muy contentos de que pues esto del pues lo que estamos sirviendo que no sea solo para nuestra gente. Queremos de que pues todo el mundo venga y siempre estamos con los brazos abiertos para recibir pues a todo cliente que vengan a nuestras localidades.
Muy rico.
Estamos en la página de Facebook como Neveria Chayos. Y pues bueno, los invitamos aquí para que vengan. Es muy familiar aquí, los esperamos.
It's so great that we get to visit places like Neveria Chayos.
Yeah, it's our duty to enjoy delicious treats. I mean, all in the name of education, right?
It's called journalism, people, or community service, or as I'd like to say, working for the FDA, making sure these streets are safe for the community.
Yeah, or perks of the job, right? So, what did we learn? That ice cream is delicious. Who knew? But is gelato really different than ice cream?
Well, that's why we sent our investigative team over to Frost, a gelato shop in Gilbert.
What?
Wait, why didn't we go?
That's what I want to know.
Sweets, desserts. That's in our contract, Karen Robinson.
Hello. Check it out.
So Frost was started back in 2003 by two guys, Jeff Kaiserman and Stephen Ochoa. And when they were younger, they had visited Rome on a vacation with their families and found gelato and fell in love with it and decided they wanted to bring it back to Arizona, which would be the perfect place to have a cool, delicious dessert that is healthy. So they ended up meeting Nazario Molchionda, who ran a gelato university in Bologna, Italy. And they moved him from Italy to Tucson and started their first Frost location in Tucson in 2003. Then they opened a second location, and then they opened a third location, and it became more and more popular. One of the busiest dessert places in the United States, in fact. And so then they decided to start franchising. And my family, my mom, dad, sister, and myself were the first ones to buy into the franchise. We opened this location here in Gilbert in 2011. And we are excited to bring something from Tucson that started with people that we knew from our hometown and grow the business into what it is today, which definitely is a destination for the best dessert you'll ever have. So here at Frost, we make 38 flavors every day. 12 of those, at least 12, sometimes 13 or 14, are completely dairy-free, gluten-free, and fat-free sorbets. So all those flavors are made right here in store by hand every day fresh. Nothing here is ever older than 24 hours. We get every ingredient brought into us from Italy. So pistachios are from Sicily, cherries are from Bologna. All of our equipment in our kitchen is from Italy. The chocolates, the caramels, everything is directly from Italy. So it's as authentic as you could find anywhere in Italy. We have a whole menu of items. It's not just gelato in a cup. We home make our waffle cones. We make the best milkshakes you'll ever have. Amazing fruit smoothies where we mix the sorbet with sparkling water. So it's like a sparkling fruit smoothie. And then my favorite are coffee drinks. So you can even get those hot, so it's not always just cold. We have hot drinks as well. We can drizzle shots of espresso over our scoops of gelato. My favorite way to do that is our almond. We can blend it up into a shake, so you've got a coffee shake that will blow your socks off. And we can also make our gelato into cakes. So we have beautiful hand-decorated cakes that you can use our gelato to make for any event. And because we have gluten-free, dairy-free options, everybody can enjoy it. There's no one in your family or friend group that will need to be excluded. I would love for everyone to come visit our store. We have our website, frostgelato.com. We have our store here in Gilbert and in Phoenix, and we would love for you to visit us. We're open every day of the week. We're only closed on Thanksgiving and Christmas, so there's always a good time to come to Frost, and we can't wait to meet you.
All right, well, thanks to our investigative team, we have found out that both gelato and ice cream are equally as delicious. You're welcome, Arizona.
Two cold treats that we both love. Admit it, JR. Can I have my own?
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay.
Tomorrow. We'll be back with more Subida from the Mill Hockey Training Warehouse right after this.
Do it. Oh!
Hey, looks like I scored and you didn't.
Typical.
Having fun exploring community, culture, food, y más with Subida? Head on over to Yurview.com for more videos. For more exclusive videos highlighting your community, visit Yurview.com.
Come on, JR, you could do it. One more.
I got it.
Yep. Hey, welcome back to Subida Especial. I'm Vanessa Ramirez, and the guy holding the 10-pound weights is JR Cardenas.
Yeah, we're at the Mill Hockey Training Warehouse in Tempe, Arizona.
And if you want to work on your game, this is the place to be. Now, we know COVID has made things complicated, but here at the Mill, they've taken all the precautions to make sure that you have a safe environment.
1004, 1005. Okay, so if you can't come to the mill can come to you. And no, you can't skate at home, but you can actually go online and take their courses exclusively tailored for us hockey players. Check out my hips, Vanessa.
The hips don't lie, JR. So when you take to the ice, your game will be strong and you're less likely to get injured as long as you don't take any advice from this guy.
Warm up your hips before you warm up your hips.
All right, hey, have you ever wondered how an ice rink works here in the desert? Well, so did we. So go ahead and take a look. We checked it out.
Warm up your hips.
The upkeep of the ice that's the most important part of any rink. People, obviously you're selling to user groups. You want everybody to feel safe out there, to have a good experience, right? You don't want big cracks or, big divots or, you're going up and down. That's what we do with the Zamboni. So every time a group gets off, every hour or hour 15, whatever the slot is, we take the Zamboni, we put a whole new sheet of ice on it, right? So that it's smooth for the next group. And so, like I said, everybody's safe, everybody's having a good time.
What we have is the newest, top of the line, most energy efficient because we live in a desert and it's a little harder to keep ice frozen, in July here when it's 115 degrees outside. There's miles of tubing that pump glycol through there that freezes the ice on top and also keeps the subfloor warm on the bottom so we don't end up with permafrost or anything else that could cause damage to the ice surface itself or to the subfloor of it. One of the biggest enemies of the ice is humidity. We have a dehumidifier. We don't per se have a air conditioner in here. The ice surface cools the air, but when the humidity gets up, I think we have ours set at 55%. When it gets over that, it kicks on and pulls all the humidity out of the air, because the drier the air, the better the ice surface is going to be.
So the Zamboni, which you can see behind me, right? It's essentially, we call it kind of a lawnmower, right? Because it's a fairly simple machine. It looks like there's a lot going on, and there kind of is on the one end, but if we look behind that big white box, that's empty, right? That's where snow gets picked up, gets thrown into. Everything on the other end of it, down below, that's where all the stuff is moving. There's two different sources of water in there, right? There's cold water or cool water, which we call wash water, and then there's hot water. The hot water we keep at about 140 degrees, the cool water we just get from outside, whatever kind of room temperature is. So the way that the Zamboni works is behind all the wheels, there's the wash water, which puts water down in front of the blade, right? So what that's doing is it's pushing up all the dirt, all the loose snow, kind of getting it ready for the blade. The blade then scrapes that up, picks it up into these big augers. So the augers are running from the outside into the middle, right? So there's a horizontal auger, there's a vertical auger that then brings it up into the hopper that I talked about before, the big empty box. Then behind all of that, we lay down that 140-degree water, and what that'll do is it'll fill in the cracks, it'll kind of smooth it out wherever the blade didn't get to, right? And so it'll kind of melt that top surface of ice to make it nice and smooth and shiny again. It's the machine. It's intimidating to learn, but once you're on it for a little bit, it's not too bad.
Oh my goodness, can you imagine the electric bills the rinks have to pay when they're trying to stay open when it's 115 degrees outside?
It's enough to drive a man to drink, although we don't need much of an excuse. Right, fellas? Can I get a what?
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, I got the perfect place for you. Cold and gold, baby.
Cheers to that. We'll be back with more Sous Vida Especial right after this. Ready?
Feeling inspired? To watch more uplifting stories from doing more, visit Yurview.com. Explore more ways that people are leading healthier lives. Head over to Yurview.com for additional videos from your health.
Hey, welcome back to Sous Vida Especial. We're here struggling through another Arizona winter.
Hey, we're survivors, JR. We don't run from the cold, we embrace it. And today we're celebrating the cold at the Mill Hockey Training Warehouse in Tempe.
Here, individuals, small groups, and teams can work on their skills and receive the kind of expert instruction which will translate to success come game time.
The team of coaches here at the Mill have years of experience coaching and playing, so no doubt with their instruction, you'll be a better player.
And at the SunUp Brewery, their brewmaster is putting his lifetime of experience to good work and crafting some delicious results.
Hey, this is Uwe Bohr. I'm the primary brewmaster at SunUp Brewing Company. Behind you see fermenters. This is where the beer actually goes in for the fermentation process, where the yeast turns the sugars into alcohol. Well, we have 5 core beers that we distribute now. We make a brown ale, an IPA, a red IPA, a blonde ale, and a white Russian Imperial Coffee Stout. It's a very traditional English brown ale. We call it the tan line brown ale. It's been a homebrew recipe of mine from over 25 years ago. And then our longtime favorite for everybody is the Trooper IPA, another IPA, can't have enough of those. Red IPA, we call it the Red Flash, that is made with an organic German malt. Very hoppy, of course, goes along with all these IPAs that are so popular. And we have a bearded blonde ale, which is a blonde ale with a little bit more oomph than most of the blonde ales. One of our beer, which has become our flagship beer really, which is the Russian Imperial Stout, the White Russian. It is actually cold infused coffee in that beer. And so it's a very dark, strong beer to begin with, and we add the coffee to it. It's a perfect match. Well, we'd like you all to come by and try our handcrafted beers, our core beers, and we have more different beers in our pub as well.
Hello, my name is Joshua Pace. I'm the head chef here at SunUp Brewery. The restaurant side of SunUp Brewery is pretty straightforward. We want to make people delicious, fresh food. We want to be about the beer and the food. The food that we cook here is a Southwestern and Baja influenced cuisine. The nachos we make here are nice and fresh version of nachos. They're fresh made black beans on them. We do a queso blanco on them, and they're just a really nice twist on the normal nacho. The green chili pork is a very traditional green chili style pork. It's pretty much full of all the traditional items, and it's phenomenal. The Sonoran salad is made with romaine lettuce, pico de gallo, corn salsa, queso blanco, and fresh fried tortilla strips. We'll have a Baja style taco that is served with cabbage, your choice of fish or shrimp, a chipotle emulsion on it, and then queso blanco and guacamole. You build your own hamburger. It comes with a brioche roll, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles, and your choice of cheese. We have pepper jack, Swiss, cheddar, and a blue cheese fondue. The Baja Reuben is made with 2 pieces of toasted marble rye, 2 pieces of pepper jack cheese, thinly sliced pastrami, sauerkraut, and a roasted poblano chili. I would love to have you come in and enjoy our food and our beer, and I'd love to see you come back time after time.
Okay, Vanessa, time to bundle up and face that extreme cold. It's only 71 degrees out today.
And who says Arizona doesn't have a change of seasons, right? Hey, well, get outside and enjoy that chilly weather while you can. Because when it comes to August, we're going to be remembering this while we're dripping sweat, or glistening, as I like to say.
All right, well, we want to thank the Mill Hockey Training Warehouse for having us today. Thank you so much for letting us be here. If you or your student is interested in learning how to play hockey, give them a call. I'm pretty positive they'll be happy to show you around. This is truly a great facility.
It truly is. All right, we'll see you again when things warm up on the next Subida Especial. Touchdown!
Hole in one!
Yes.
5, 4,
wait.
3. She goes first.
3, 2, 1. One time. Okay. Oh my gosh, we don't like that word. Why does it feel weird?
Like this. You're holding it the wrong way. There you go. You're supposed to hold it because see, it's for righties. There you go.
Look at me, look at me. Everything good? Good. It's good. Okay. Ready? 3, 2.
Whoa! 5.
You know that's my goal!
She makes it in there.
Who says Arizona doesn't have a change of seasons?
All right, 3, 2.